Yo, yes now, bless now, people. Let's get moving, shall we? There's Rocksteady. Holy Ghost. As recommended on the Patreon by my man DM Punk. Let me give a shout out to DM Punk. We listened to Modern Baseball's record Sports not so long back. So I assume this is where he wants us to go further on the record. And I'm more than happy to do so. I've not seen this album cover advertised before, so this might be a little more of a niche flavour from the Modern Baseball tribe. But we're going to jump straight in. As always, you know how we do it. We listen to the entire record back to back to back to back to back. This is track number 1 of 11. It's the title track, Holy Ghost. And we're actually going to flow it into track number 2 entitled Wedding Singer, which comes with an official music video. Pierre's Holy Ghost might be a filler of sorts, an introduction of sorts. It's 1 minute, 1 second long. Self-explanatory, right? Let's go.
Okay. He's been haunting my dreams at night. I've been bleeding from tripping in the dark, trying to turn on the light. Trying to turn on the light. He's been haunting my dreams.
A little bit folk punk here.
I've been hollering at him in the dark, trying to find the right switch.
Sounds a little bit like the intro to that, is it The Killers?
Yeah, my third wish has always been 3 more. But this time my Holy Ghost is hovering over me, and I am passed out on the floor.
You hear that fading? Bruh, it sounded like an engine. An aeroplane engine about to bloody set off. This one's Wedding Singer. Let's jump straight in, shall we? So I assume that the music video comes with this introduction as far as the audio is concerned, because we had the distortion fade in at the end of Holy Ghost. On the CD, it'd probably kick right into the track, but on the video, it's a little bit different, eh? 2.4 million views. Run for Cover Records. Who else did Run for Cover put out?
Hey, dude. Need a light?
God, can't we have one normal day around here? So, you're the new guys?
Yeah, we actually just got in.
I'm assuming Eric filled you in on the drill. No breakdowns, no screaming, and none
Oh,
of
no
those weird
breakdowns.
wah-wah, wee-wah pedals. You got me?
You look like shit.
Yeah, it's been a rough day.
Want to talk about it?
God, where do I start? Well,
Wait a minute. Who did I listen to last time? Did I listen to Modern Baseball or American Football? Cause the last... Who did I listen to? Let me...
Find it hard to believe tonight.
Because there's a completely different frontman from what there was last time. Let me just check this out. 1 second. I get these bands confused. So we listened to Modern Baseball last time. Let me just have a look at the front people. The lead singer. I swear it was... It can't be the same guy fronting the band. Is this the same dude? Or is this just for the music video? Is this for... did they put this as... let's have a look. Remember, kids, if you're feeling anxious, it's because a hardcore band is playing in your brain. And as soon as the emo band starts, they're set you'll fall in love. Nah. Not if 25 to Life's playing, mate. Not if 25 to Life is playing. The lead guy's performance in this video is really, really outstanding. It's very evocative of what I've been feeling lately. I'd watch the hell out of the movie version of this video. You tell me what's going on with this video. Has he lost a little bit of weight also? Definitely got a bit more hair.
Goodbye from the front porch. I always wonder if you're smiling at us or if you're looking away. I'd ask, but either way, I feel sorry for you. Locked your love in a screenshot. They all work that way, but I've been wishing I could say that I don't. The selfish side likes to think my execution's more of an honest one.
You know what? Emo, the bands tend to be relatively young, just due to the nature of the circuit. And when... you know, people are a little more emotionally, well, at least fellas, when the men are a little more emotionally sort of reactive, because, you know, if you're a fella and you grow up, and you grow up and you grow up and you grow up, you tend to get a little bit hardened by life's experiences, which, you know, shouldn't be the case, but it is what it is. You know, for a lot of men at least, they find it harder and harder to express themselves in such a, you know, what may be deemed emotional, youthful manner. But this sound, what we're hearing right now, is a timeless sound, which doesn't necessarily correlate with, you know, oh, you're too old to have a band like that. Like, this sound, what we're hearing right now, is a very good rock band sound, which transcends, you know, the general rule of youthful, energetic, punk rock adjacent, you know, norms, so to speak, you know?
Artists all cut cloth with underscore. Conviction blacked out, friction flies me back to Baltimore to wait for you. But I'm stuck here too. Until midnight rolls around. I thought you heard me sing your spirit sound, but you turned it.
What a brilliant video, by the way. What a brilliant video. You know what I mean? Just good times, romance, man and woman doing what they do best. Fantastic. What's going on? Yes, now. So obviously there was some artistic, you know, metaphorical value of that last bit. I didn't follow it. I think someone said in the comments something to do with anxiety and stuff. I don't care. That was a good tune. That was a good tune, and it was emphasized by the great visuals. Let's keep moving. Note to Self coming up next, all right? You know what? I actually wanted them to end up playing a breakdown and having the song cut off or something like that. I was hoping for that. Note to Self coming up, all right? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Yes, now bless. Now, don't forget the rest now, people. There's ROCKSTEADY at King of the Pit TV. Signing in. This one's entitled Note to Self. We're listening to Modern Baseball as requested by DM Punk via the Patreon. Good start to the record. Good start to the record. Let's get into the music now. No more music videos from here on. I'm pleased by that. Let's go. Track number 3.
Holds above my hideout. I dug this hole beneath the floorboards. Buzzing bad and locked in. Try to not recall. Counting number days from the wheel we cried to clutch. Looking for some inspired land, but all I found are empty cans and cigarette butts lining dirty parking lots in Ottawa. Glazed eyes trying to rub away at the sketches of the daytime. When every second the sun's the same, what's the point of staying awake? Hands are out and I see you're asking me for a vowel, but I am weak and I am stubborn, so I'll say this is all I have right now. But I want to make something good. I want to make something better, something that cannot leave the ground unless we lift it up together. Where I want to be still seems 1,000 miles away.
Fantastic guitar work. Love that jangling chord. Come on.
Pretending we feel safe right here gets harder every day.
Come on now.
Note to self mislead. You ain't the
This is a great tune. I prefer this to Wedding Singer. I prefer this to Wedding Singer.
words you always used to say. There will be no more fucking around today.
The drummer is going absolutely ham on them cymbals, right? But the production, the sound engineering is sort of reeling it back right into the background and giving good distance and space from the forefront of the mix. So it's not like creating this great big racket and power, but it exists and you can hear very clearly that the drummer is really giving it one. I love that guitar work. That was a great tune. That was a great tune. I love the jangling guitars just exploding there. And that was a great tune. That was a great tune. This is gonna be such an easy record to listen to. Honestly. We've got Mass coming up next at 1 minute 46. Quite a brief one. Let's go. Yes, now bless. Now do not forget the rest. Now Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. Mass is the title of this one. It's a brief one at 1 minute 46. Let's jump straight in, shall we? Track number 4 of 11. We're listening to Holy Ghost.
The Joker's still wet behind the ears. He hands off a novel of novice citations outside the service station. The glue sets beneath our heels. My baby's in Massachusetts, and all this booze is useless. Sunsets in my scratched out science soul to sleep. And the cashier here is ruthless. Jeanette, I wrote your name down, but I hate that job as much as you do. If I was stuck between Barton and Binghamton too. Days like this, I miss listening to records, making coffee together, snow globes and jersey sheets. I tried sleeping in our bed without you last night. That didn't work at all, cause I couldn't sleep. Sometimes I wish it was still last summer and you still lived in South Philly, and I wasn't playing a show in Nebraska or Austin, Texas, asking the kids what they ate for breakfast. But here I am, Bolero bathroom, who's paid to keep these things cliche. Bury me beneath New York State, it's the only place where I feel dead. My baby's in Massachusetts.
My baby's in Massachusetts.
And all this booze is useless. Sunsets in my scratched out science.
Cloud in Your Sky says, damn, I'm loving all the oddly specific lyrics these guys put out. Like, every song is so unique with thoughts and ideas displayed in such a unique and refreshing way, and that makes them even more relatable. Fantastic. Great harmonizing vocal line in the background. Anybody listen to Citizen before? That was Mass, by the way, which was clearly, shot from Massachusetts. Just having a look at the related videos here. That's a popular song, isn't it? Tears Over Beers. That's one of the first songs that pops up when you search modern baseball in the search bar. At least on Google, that's the case. I mean, that was a very brief listen through, so I do apologise in regards to that. Yo, I'll tell you what, my phone's gassing up. People, I've said this on a couple of videos as of recent, but I'm single for the first time in a minute, and I'm just blowing my phone up with just... I mean, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I'm finding it very easy to get distracted right about now. Yes, now, come on. We've got Every Day coming up next. It's Every Day, bro, with the Disney Channel flow. Come on, track number 5. Let's go. Yes, now, bless. Now, don't forget the rest now. Yo, people, we're going to blast through this record. Let us be honest, all right? We're listening to Modern Baseball's Holy Ghost record, as recommended on the Patreon by my man, DM Punk. This one's entitled Every Day. It's Every Day, bro. Okie dokie. Let's bounce.
You hold your liquor. Projection screen had ceased its flicker. You gave me tiny taste of your truth. I was starved.
Wow, I like that. Da-da-da. Very nice.
I drove back home when you got sicker, disputing claims that you still held the TV clicker, and his face was flushed, still in my mind, the way
That's a great interval, especially in correlation with the vocal following it. Da, da, da. Very good. I've got a related video here, Colour Me in Kindness. If anyone's aware of Basement were relatively local to me. And one of my mates back in the day collected like every colour vinyl of that. I'm sure that's worth a couple of quid more now. And quite possibly that's why he collected them. Basement, what a phenomenon. Everyone around here had a Basement hoodie. Just a plain hoodie with a B on the back, man.
You need to hide. It's in your framework. Look me in the eyes and act like I don't know how shame works. Your compass spins in reverse. The trees to time-lapse speed growth. The sky is lost behind a sea of green. She's acting like she knows what's up. She's tripping at the
Nice little bass there. Boom, boom. Couple little slides. They're very bold in the mix there.
ocean stuff.
Come on.
Like a bread won't pop. She's sipping
I like that. It's tasty.
holy cup. Waking up every day is all about doing things you don't want to do, but you're
This is a great section. That was a great song. Arguably, that was the best song on the record so far. That was a fantastic number. That I liked that one a lot. I liked that one a lot. Lot of great ideas. Just great melodies, great harmonies, alright. Hiding is coming up next, track number 6. Let's keep going, alright. Yes, now, bless now, people. Don't forget to rest now. Let me sort my barnet out, yeah? There's Rocksteady King of the Pit TV. It's getting late, so I'm going to try blast through this record ASAP. Okay? This one's entitled Hiding. Track 6 of 11. We're going to blast through the rest of this record. What more can I say? Shout out to DM Punk who recommended this record. Let's go. Little bit of a folky element to this record.
the train to Frankfurt. I won't answer when they call. I guess that's just my gift to myself. Drank a lot and danced to the Cure, holding on for dear life to the frayed edge of a feeling we misplaced years ago, and knowing we should really get back home. Made mistakes, the plants died young like all good things, but I wish my small self had known how much water to use. Still some nights I find the ideas that bring me rest are the ones that used to prod and pester, keep me up. Swinging open doors I swore I'd shut. Computer, amassing coins to displace debt to you. My straight line shooter, let me learn here. I am in pursuit of all I can undo.
Big volume swell there, eh? The thing is, if you really, really, really want to comment with depth on this band, you need to be following the lyrical content to a T. Because it's a very lyrical band, it's a very connective band. I guess when they call it emo, emotional music, half of the job is in the lyrical content, right?
Backs of hands and phrases, misplaced gazes, things we still deny to songs or hesitate to talk about. A coffee, high school, 2 drinks in. I smiled, but you could not see on tin can cell receiver. On this New York static song, the lever pulled it all in once. The flow was false, center seemed divided, lace and well pressed cotton. Found the flood we'd since forgotten. Just to leave our shoes at the door before we ring out our clothes across your floor. Future, stitch the gap, the destiny assumed with floral sutures. Are you hiding or have I abandoned you?
What an interesting comment. Do you know that volume swell? Grace Kruger says, I hated this song when I first heard it because of the drums around 135. They made me feel claustrophobic. How interesting. It made me feel claustrophobic. I have never heard of music creating that feeling in someone before. That's a lovely ending. That's a lovely ending. I like the bold, consistent audacity of that repetition, aside from the casual fade out of that last chord. I think that was a great ending. I really like that. Yeah, that was an interesting number, that. Let's keep moving. We'll do the next 2 songs together, okay? So we've got Coding, These to Lucans, and we'll also throw in Breathing in Stereo, okay? Yes, now, bless. Now, do not forget the rest. Now, there's ROCKSTEADY at King of the Pit TV. We're going to listen to the next 2 songs back to back, okay? Because they're relatively short. Coding These to Lucans is the track of the first one, sitting at 1 minute 30 seconds. And then Breathing in Stereo is 1 minute 46. Let's jump straight in, shall we? Come on.
It's not just what you say, or how you come so far. The words that you repeat.
You know what? People really rate Brendan. Is Brendan the front man? People don't speak so much on the instrumental as they do the lyric. It's such a singer's band by the sounds of things, as far as like the market is concerned.
Time tears us apart. That's one look on your face.
Or am I missing out on something? Because somebody says I almost feel guilty how much more I prefer Brendan's songs. Okay, I need to know who's who in this band.
When you have something to hide, or at least that's what I think. Maybe I'm out of touch. You can tell me if I'm wrong.
I didn't know there was two people on the vocal line of the band. I thought it was just the one dude, you know. Very interesting sound. Let's keep going. I like the dual vocal approach to things. That
As I'm
was
in the
very
midst
good.
of applying for residency right now.
Who's who? This one's entitled Breathing in Stereo. It was quite a catchy twinkly guitar line there at the end of that. Not that one. Do you know that one? It wasn't that one. This one's Breathing in Stereo. Let's go. Great tempo. Come on. Who's moshing?
Why does it take 2,000 miles for me to say I love you? Burn out by day, lover by night. I'm not the same as I was, but that's cool, whatever. Burn out by days without you, I'm lost. Forlorn, I can't do.
That was a nice little switch of the da 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 da. Quite punk this outro, eh? That rhythm guitar. That was great. Breathing in Stereo. Man, these dudes write songs and they're over within a second. And even though there's a substantial amount of material within the actual track, it still flies by so fast. These dudes have got a great way of putting music together. It's a breeze to listen to them. It's so easy to listen to this band. Apple Cider, I Don't Mind, coming up next, and I agree with that mention. Apple Cider, I don't mind either. Let's keep going. Yes, now bless. Now don't forget the rest. Now come on now, people. Apple Cider, I don't mind. You know what? I don't mind a bit of apple cider too. I started off in this game as a cider rider, people. So let's kick back, big back, be boo. Let's go.
Did you ever love me? Biopsy from the origin of sound confirms you're speaking truth.
I do think these dudes sound like the Killers at sometimes, you know?
Concludes everything I thought about. Is this past or present? I can't seem to make it all out. Oysters betrayal, fun and heat of the moment. Betrayal, what have I done now? You think we can make it? Well, I wish I felt the same way I did then. Homesick, just waiting to return to you and your bed. Is this past or present? I can't seem to make it all out. Well, it's just betrayal, fun and heat of the moment. Betrayal, what have I done now? It's not like me to forgive and move on. Always looking back on my mistakes and others. Too distant to see where I went wrong. Well, you say this is forever. You tell me this is
Nice. Nice.
say this is forever. You tell me this is
Forever.
You say this is forever. You tell me this is forever. Tell me this is for.
Very cool. You know what? I was just listening to the intro and I was thinking to myself, the thing is with this band is that they go through the stages and the sections so coherently and so consistently that there's such a great vast amount of ideas put into a 2 minute space, but it's not so frantic and forced that it seems like chaotic and just crazy. It's very smooth, sounds absolutely fantastic, and it just flows by without you even sort of catching on to how much effort and consistency and craft is being put into each one of these little bits of song. What If is coming up next, alright? Track number 10. Let's keep going, let's keep going, let's keep going. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV signing in. Modern Baseball, What If is the name of this track. It's track number 10 of 11. Let's go. Cool lead guitars here, eh? So someone says Brendan really went punk on his half of the album, so they shared the album half and half, the two frontmen, right? I love how the album's cut that way. Wow. It's the band's response to him and his depression, alcoholism, then his retort in understanding and betterment. Only example of that kind of humility and understanding I've seen in a band. How incredible, eh? I like the little fiddly widdly guitar lines in this. It's something I associate with this style of music quite a lot, but it feels like Modern Baseball don't really, lean into that element of the music so much. Fantastic. Cool sampling there at the end. A lot of people are talking about this Brendan dude and his half of the album. Brendan's half of the album cut so deep, says Daniel. And do you know what's brilliant? How the band together, even though it's gone half and half, I've not clocked onto that purely as it feels ever so consistent. There's not a crazy change as to where you have to prefer one side to the other. The band still perform and are very tight knit, regardless of them sharing roles and having their own time to shine, As someone who doesn't know the ins and outs of the bands and conceptually how they work, it works very, very well. Very, very well. This one's entitled Just Another Face. It's the last one of the record. Let's keep going, yeah? Yes, now, bless now. Do not forget the rest now. We're listening and finishing this record by Modern Baseball. Brett, what an easy listen this record has been. Absolutely fantastic. So I just want to give a final shout out to DM Punk, who has requested I'd listened to this record via the Patreon. I appreciate you very much for doing so. What a simple record in the most complimentary way. Not through the writing, not through the lyrical content, but what a simple and easy album to listen to. Generally, I might take 2, if not 3, sort of sessions listening through a record, but this has been so easy, man. Let's finish off. This one's entitled Just Another Face, track 11 of 11. Let's go.
I'm a waste of time and space, drifting through my selfish ways. I don't know how I got here. Travel light endlessly, distort all reality. I can't say how I got here. I'm a waste of time and space, meandering unwanted days. I don't know how I got here. Entering a well-known phase, I scream, get lost, I hate everything. I can't say how I got here. Still, I can feel the need to change me from the inside, but I can't let anyone know just yet. If it's all the same, it's time to confront this face to face. I'll be with you the whole way. It'll take time. That's fact. I'm not just another face. I'm not just another name. Even if you can't see it now, we're proud of what's to come. And you.
There's a heaviness to this one. There's a heaviness in the content, subject matter, and the actual instrumental. That's all I heard of the guitars during that bit, and then we kick back into these toms. Bassline.
I'm a waste of time and space, slipping past with getaways. I've run for days, for weeks, for years. I'm a waste of rock and dirt, grass and ground, and all the earth around me, around you. Still, I can feel the need to change me from the inside, but I can't let anyone know just yet. If it's all the same, it's time to confront this face to face. I'll be with you the whole way. It'll take time. That's fact. I'm not just another face. I'm not just another name. Even if you can't see it now, we're proud of what's to come. And you.
That was the best track on the record. That was the best track on the record. That was fantastic. That was the best track on the record. There was a great emotive value to that. Yeah, that was fantastic. That was great. That was great. There was a great power behind the vocal when everything got big and loud, and you had this wall of just gushing waterfall of guitar chord just thrown in your direction. That was absolutely spot on. I know that generally people correlate with the lyrical content and stuff, but the actual vocal performance I find is a little bit, a little bit more reserved to what I would classify generally as like emo music. But that one was a great vocal performance that aligns a little more with what I sort of appreciate from some of the emo adjacent bands I've heard before. That was great. That was a really good tune. That was a really good tune. I'm gonna finish off with one more video. I'll give you my overview of this record. All right. I'll see you then. Yes, now bless now people. Don't forget to rest now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. It's very late right now over here. At least it's past my bedtime. I'll tell you that much. So I'm gonna make this nice and short and sweet. This was a great record to listen to, by the way, as far as short and sweet is concerned. Definitely the right album for me to finish the night off with. Modern Baseball Holy Ghost is what I'm speaking of. On my Patreon, man, like DM Punk has said, yo, you need to check out some more Modern Baseball. You need to check out this record, Holy Ghost. It means a lot to him, does this record. And why the hell would I not check out more Modern Baseball? It was a great recommendation. It was a mature record. There was a great sound to this record. There was a great production to this record. There was 11 songs. And the songs were brief, okay? So a few of them were above 3 minutes, but most were sub 3 minutes. Quite a few were sub 2 minutes, believe it or not, on an 11-track record. So you can understand it wasn't the longest record of all time. So it flowed really well, but it wasn't a easy listening, quick record down to the fact that the songs were short. It was due to the absolute fluidity of the record. It was absolutely brilliant. I only learnt in the comments that supposedly this record is half and half, shared between potential writers, potential singers of the band. Bro, I didn't even know, and I wouldn't have known if I hadn't have checked them comments, because it was all so cohesive, so consistent, and so brilliant. Yeah? You'll listen to one song and the section by section by section will be so fantastic, but you'll be so lost and captivated by the vocal line, if not the general soundscape of that particular, section of the song, that you won't even clock on to the depth of craft and musicianship that is actually the undercurrent of the band. The instrumental was really good. The vocal line was really good. I thought this was a fantastic record. My favourite track on it was Just Another Face. Now, there was an element of folky influence, maybe indirect influence, but I felt there was a little bit of a folk nod from time to time. The drummer was brilliant. The drummer was very unique. He didn't perform in a manner as to which was just really showing off and attention grabbing, and I think the production did a lot to that, because the drums were reeled back a lot, but when he was hitting them cymbals, them crash cymbals and whatnot, you just heard this incredible, you could hear the emphasis and the power behind the drummer. But the sound engineering reeled him to the back of the mix, not in a negative way, in a great way, because he created this canvas for the melody and the harmony to exist as the paints, you know? This was a good record and I enjoyed it a lot. There was a lot of cool ideas, a lot of cool chord progressions, couple of twinkly bits, couple of broken chords. Dynamically speaking, there was a few back and forth bits which were absolutely brilliant. Lyrically speaking, I didn't follow it now. Lyrically, that's more than likely the most important element of this band. To correlate and to understand and to appreciate and to engage with the lyrical content is probably the most important part of this band. So I currently am missing out with the most important thing. Now, I'm probably not the target market for this band, because emotionally speaking, generally I'm not going to be in a space to really, feel it. I'm not the young man I used to be as to where this would touch me a little more. Now I just want to hear a good melody. I want to hear something that appeals to me at the time through a simple statement. I can't listen to, emo music and feel, I just can't allow myself to do that no more. Maybe call me a... goes to show what time it is. Call me, a little bit stubborn and stony, but it just is what it is. I thought this was brilliant. This was a great record. It was a mature record. At its roots, it's a rock record. And if I'm to rate it, because of my enjoyment of the record, because of how easy I found the record to be, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a brilliant record. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I don't know what I rated the other Modern Baseball record, but this listening experience has been worth finishing before I go to bed, It's not like I want it to get started once again next day. I just thought, you know what, we'll finish this record because I can do that. Sometimes I feel exhausted listening to a whole record. Not this record. It was a great selection of songs, great writing, and I'm going to leave that one there. I'm signing out. Peace.